for, and like our goal at our gym isn't to like get people to join our gym and like just keep them here forever. Our goal is to help people find their reason behind their fitness, is to help them figure out and be a launching pad. And if what they're doing works for them and they find a lot of joy in it, they enjoy the community, and it's something that they want to keep doing for the rest of their lives, then great. That's really awesome.
Coach Miguel here.
Coach Drew here, and you're listening to the Finding Reason podcast,
where we focus on the 5 factors of health: nutrition, sleep, movement, mindset, and connection.
Enjoy.
Hey guys, this is Coach E here with Coach Luke this morning, and we have another bright spot. Today we have Simone. How do I say your last name, Simone?
Juan.
Simone Juan. Awesome. Welcome, Simone. We love celebrating success in our community, and today is another one of those days where we get to celebrate success. Yeah, Luke, go ahead and kick it off. So give us some context.
So I'll give some context for Simone and I's journey, because Simone has had, I say this word carefully. I want to say extreme success, right? But I'm going to define extreme success as slow and steady progress. And I think the reason why I want to say I want to describe it as like extreme success is because most people who get extreme results do not end up sustaining those results. But people who get slow and sustained progress end up getting extreme results. Mm-hmm. And so I think for her, a lot of our journey has been about recreating the expectations that maybe she had in the very beginning. And Simone, I think you shared with me the other day about how you thought your first impression about what you thought what you thought we were doing, because I think that's actually a really good perspective. You can share more about that later, but I think Simone had very different expectations when she first started, and we had to have a really long conversation. I don't know if you remember that first conversation, Simone, in the evening here. Right? Of like maybe resetting some of her goals so that she knew exactly what she was getting herself into. And so because she had, I think, really, really strong expectations, and she set really, really strong expectations for herself, it really set her on a path to be able to get to where she wants to be, and where even till today, she is still on the way to where she wants to be. So Simone, I think has already surpassed her first 10 pounds of body fat lost up until this point.
Not 10 pounds, 7 pounds.
The 7? Oh, okay. You're on your way.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, pretty much during our next one. I think you should be there. But yeah, and she did it in a very slow and sustainable way, to where she mentioned to me that she felt like the changes that she's been making haven't been crazy. And so, yeah.
Cool.
Is it my turn?
Oh, no, we were going to ask some questions, but if you want to share anything, you're absolutely welcome to.
Oh, no,
at any point. Yeah. Yeah. So you kind of mentioned earlier, you've been with us for how long?
7 months.
Awesome. Just kind of some background on your fitness journey and your health journey. Have you always been fit, or like what inspired you to live a fitter lifestyle? Like what made you start?
No, I'm not always been fit. But I gave birth to my baby during COVID time. And prior to that, I was kind of just working out on my own. I go to gym by myself. I never do weights. I only do running. And that kind of works in the past. But after giving birth, and I put down 15 pounds of a weight that I was not able to lose, I just want to get back to my normal weight. I tried everything. I tried running, and I tried to go to a different gym class, and I tried different kind of diet supplements, but nothing worked. So I was so frustrated. None of my old ways work nowadays. And then I moved to Arcadia area from Sherman Oaks, and I just came across to your gym on Google Maps. I think that's the only gym that have group classes in this area. So I called. I just made a call. I want to get more information, and I set up a meeting with Luke. It was around last Thanksgiving, And when I first met up with Luke, I thought it was a scam because because I think like you guys didn't have any class on that day. And it was 5 p.m.
Oh no! Oh, because it was like
time.
holidays, right?
Yeah, and it was evening
Oh, that's
time,
so funny.
It was so dark in the gym, and it was only Luke. And
oh man, that must be really intimidating. These are good notes for the future. This is really good feedback.
And Luke was like, "Oh, if you do everything that I promise you, you can lose 10 pounds in a year." And I was like, "No, that's not gonna happen. Nobody can promise that." And I tried everything, but at that time I had nothing to lose. I literally tried everything, so nothing worked. I was like, "Okay, I'll just go for it." Worst case scenario, I just stopped coming to the gym. So that was my first impression. But I think what's so different in your gym is that you guys focus a lot on nutrition other than just exercise, which made a huge difference in like my journey. So I met up with Luke constantly on a weekly basis, and he helped me moderate my diet. And then, it's been 7 months so far.
Awesome. Do you currently feel like you're on some kind of crazy diet or anything?
Oh, no. Like it was so subtle. Like I don't feel anything. He like every time I meet up with Luke, he just moderate one thing for me, and it's so easy to follow. Like I didn't even feel like I lost 7 pounds of body fat up until now, and only when he compared my like first InBody scan chart and with like the current one, I was like, wow, I lost 7 pounds. Yeah, I barely feel it.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you feel like, if we love to celebrate success. 7 months is awesome. Our average, we call it length engagement. So like our average client that comes through with the goal of, let's say, losing weight or whatever, or, whatever. We have clients that have been with us for as long as since we've opened, like 10 years, 9 years.
Wow.
And then we've had clients that a little bit shorter because they move or something like that. Our average length engagement with our clients is typically about 2.5 years. So the average person is here for at least about 2.5 years before. And like our goal at our gym isn't to like get people to join our gym and like just keep them here forever. Our goal is to help people find their reason behind their fitness, is to help them figure out and be a launching pad. And if what they're doing works for them and they find a lot of joy in it, they enjoy the community, and it's something that they want to keep doing for the rest of their lives, then great. That's really awesome. If they find it at another gym, awesome. Like what we want to do is we want to transform health and fitness in the San Gabriel Valley. So like if you're still exercising, that makes us really happy. If you're still taking care of your health, that makes us really happy. As long as you're in that direction. If you decide like to become someone that wants to go hiking every day instead, and you still actively take on that active lifestyle, and you take the principles that we've taught you, then we know that we've done our job. That's our mission at the end of the day, is to create happier, healthier humans.
I love that.
So yeah, thanks. So for you, there's so much to celebrate, but what do you feel like you're most proud of accomplishing in the last 3 months specifically?
In the last 3 months?
Yeah, what are some like are there any changes or just stuff that, like I'm really proud of this. And it doesn't have to be inside the gym. Like we have some people that, like the energy that I have now, I now play with my kids, and I wasn't able to do that before. Like it could be anything. It could be better. You feel better at work, like whatever it is.
Yeah. I think there are a lot of things that happen slowly in the past 7 months. I think one thing I noticed is that like I generate less gas. Like with the diet that I'm doing now. And now looking back, I think that it's the processed carbs that I kind of slowly cutting off. And I think I've learned so much nutrition advices from Luke. Like prior coming to the gym, I did not know like the difference between processed carbs and whole carbs. I did not know the difference between fatty meat and the lean meat. I did not pay any attention to any nutrition. Like I was just working out on my own. Yeah, I'm a foodie. I love all kinds of food, but I do not know the difference. I just know like the difference between delicious food and non-delicious food. So I think processed carbs is one thing that like helped me to lose my body fat, like cutting out processed carbs.
Probably feel less bloated that's probably what you're trying to say.
Yeah, less bloated, definitely.
That's one of a lot of our clients say that they feel less like just, general bloat. That's usually gas in your body. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know what was the reason until like recently I noticed, I farted way less than before.
Here we go.
And yesterday I had my dental appointment and my doctor told me that my teeth condition are way better than 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was like,
wow, that's huge.
Yeah. Is it maybe because of less sugar intake I'm doing now, and maybe because of less processed carbs I'm eating now? But yeah, I think that's the two things that I noticed: my teeth condition and my bowel condition.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a really, really cool insight that you have. So there's actually a book. It's in our gym library if you're interested. It's called Protein. It's called Protein Power. So I don't know if you're a big reader or not, but it actually talks a little bit about that. And what it talks about is, it's funny. I was at church on Sunday and I was talking to one of my friends who is a DDS in La Cañada. He's a dentist. Sorry, he's a dentist in La Cañada, and we were talking about the book that I had read many years ago. This is maybe in 2007, and it's a really good book. Like millions of copies sold. A lot of science that's maybe a little bit harder to digest, but they make it. There's sections of it where it's like very, very layman's terms where anybody can understand. And one of the things they talk about was over the last centuries, how the human jaw, the mandible, which is this bottom part of your jaw, has changed in terms of evolution. Oh. And there's been a huge, huge change and shift. And what that changes, and that's why everybody needs braces now, is because before, the way that we used to eat food, we used to work a lot harder to eat our food. Now, because we eat a lot more processed foods, kids are getting cavities at a way earlier age. Because if you think about it, like, what are the foods that typically give you cavities? It's typically sugar, right?
Yeah.
It's sugar, and it's sugar that sits in your teeth for a long time. And then after that, it starts to rot your teeth. So that's one part, but it's not just that, it's the increase of refined carbohydrates. Before, people didn't eat less carbs, but they had to work harder to eat the carbs. So the way that they used to chew, like one thing that we talked about on Sunday was, I was like, hey, what did people do before when we didn't brush our teeth? Like, would everybody just get cavities? He goes, no, because before people's diets were different. So you didn't have to brush your teeth.
Oh.
Yeah. So before people didn't brush their teeth, they would eat foods that would clean their teeth. Oh. When you eat meat and veggies, it actually cleans your teeth.
Okay.
When you eat when you eat, like, for example, like, no lie, I had some Cheez-Its last night before bed. But like if you eat some Cheez-Its, right? Like have you ever had Cheez-Its before? Or any kind of like Cheez-Its, like the dry snacks.
Yeah.
But they get stuck in your teeth. And what happens is, like, unless you brush your teeth, it's not coming out. And there's really nothing that can clean it unless you water pick it or you brush your teeth. It's going to be stuck high in your teeth. And then eventually it'll start to rot. Well, people didn't eat those kind of things before. And that's what actually ended up, that's why your teeth are better. So if you ask what all dentists or a lot of the new age dentists are pushing now, they're trying to get people to actually change their diets, which is really cool. So we're actually going to have, his name is Brandon. We're actually going to have him on a podcast for Finding Reason podcast, probably in a couple of months. So we talk about how actually eating healthier will benefit your teeth as well. Yeah. So that's a really cool insight. I don't think we've had anybody celebrate that. That's probably your first one.
Yeah, I did. I mean, like, my dentist, he basically just told me to like brush correctly, but brush longer and use different products. He didn't tell me to moderate my diet. Yeah. I guess this is just a bonus.
Yeah, that's a huge one. That's really awesome. So that's incredible. Good job with that. I hear that. I was also hearing that you're a big foodie, which is awesome. That's very 626 of you. What are some things that maybe you, like, nutrition beliefs or myths that you had in your mind that you were like, this is true, and now after 7 months you're like, holy crap, that was so not true? Do you have any like epiphanies or big turnarounds that you learned in terms of eating or nutrition?
Yeah, there are a lot, actually. So the first thing is not nutrition related, it's exercise related. I did not know the difference between doing weights and doing cardio prior to coming to the gym. I didn't know doing weights can help me lose body fat. I just thought, doing weights, I would look bulky if I do a lot of weights, but it just turned out that it's extremely hard to gain muscle.
Yes, it is.
Seven months in, I think I've only gained 1 or 2 pounds of muscle. So that's one thing. Another thing is that I think Luke told me eating lean protein will not gain body fat. It will just help you build muscle, or like you poop it out. I did not know. I thought like if I overeat anything, I could gain weight. And the third thing is that, okay, I'll come back to that. Yeah. Forgot the third point.
Cool. Yeah. And then just like support through this time, we're big on community at our Reasons. We have 5 pillars at Reason: movement, nutrition, mindset, connection, which is community with others, and then rest and recovery. So for you, like, what does connection look like for you? Obviously we see that you're very, very engaged with the 6:30 a.m. crew, which is awesome.
We just had coffee this morning.
Yeah, that's great. That's so awesome. Yeah, we always see you guys do your coffee cheers. And I think a lot of other classes get FOMO from that. But do you like what does your support circle look like? What does it look like, with your friends? What does it look like in terms of at home? Like your success, like something that I've learned over the years. I say I'm only because I don't feel that old, but people tell me I'm old now. I'm 35. I'm 35 this year.
You're not old.
Exactly. I'm a young buck. I know, but I feel old sometimes. But, so like at 35 years old, something that I've learned over the years is no one is self-made. And when I say no one is self-made, it means that like no one is super successful because they did it all by themselves. I've learned over the years that every success that I've ever had is because there's been really awesome people around me, supporting me, and also pushing in a similar direction. For you, in terms of like your health and nutrition, your health and your fitness, what does support look like around? Like, what does your circle look like?
I don't have my family here. So I'm originally from China. So all my parents and relatives are back in China. My husband is Korean. His family are all in Korea. So it's just me and my husband and my daughter.
Wow, just 3 of you.
Yeah, but I mean, my husband has been really supportive of me, and like he works around my schedule. So like I wake up early in the morning to go to gym, and if baby wakes up, and he will take care kind of in the morning. Yeah, and we kind of coordinate really well. Yeah,
that's awesome.
And just been my husband, me, and my daughter.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's really important because I think a lot of people don't realize that maybe you're in a relationship where you're trying to make some changes, and sometimes your spouse or your girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other that lives with you, or maybe they don't even live with you. Like sometimes, maybe you're in your 20s and you live at home with your parents, and maybe they're not the most supportive of your lifestyle. Like you're trying to do these things, and they're like, a lot of times there's that friction, and that makes it so much harder to be successful in whatever you're trying to do. So that's awesome that he's there for you. Are there any rules for this is a kind of a bigger question, but are there any rules for life that you feel like you follow related to your health? Yeah, like is there any like rules that you kind of follow that's like non-negotiables that you follow now? I can give some examples if that'd be helpful.
Yes, please.
For example, like I have rules for life. Every morning I drink one of these. It's a reused Starbucks cup. I don't use this cup every day. I'm not gross. Sometimes I do, but I literally fill this up with water. I think it's a venti cup. I'm going to ballpark. This is probably around 20 ounces of water, and I just drink it. I just down it. Usually I'll do a little bit more. Usually about 20 to 32 ounces of water, and I'll just down it. And that's one of the ways I start my day. It makes me feel good. I start my day off with hydration. Something else I do that I do every single day is before I leave my house, I have to accumulate 20 to 30 push-ups. It could be in 2 sets. It could be in 1 set, but I do this every day, and I've done it for, I can't even tell you how long, how many, it's in years now. But and the reason why is because I feel like there were seasons in my life where I was, especially after becoming a parent, you're really busy. And some days I would feel so tired at the end of the day. I'm like, man, I feel like I didn't accomplish anything. And it's like, hey, at least I did 20, 30 push-ups in the morning, So something like that. It could be like, I always eat, like I have to have this, like, I know everybody has different rules. The those are just some of mine. I don't, Luke, you want to share some of your rules?
Yeah. I think for me, like no specific rules, but I like to stay active. Whether it's going to the gym and do weights, or I have a treadmill in the garage. I do running sometimes myself if I don't have time to go to the gym, or go hiking. I just like to stay active. I think that really helped with my immune system. Back in January, like my whole household got COVID as well. I was taking care. My baby got COVID, and my husband got COVID as well. I was taking care of the baby and taking care of my husband. I was the only one that was negative. I think it has something to do with the immune system. I don't know, but yeah, just stay active.
Yeah. Is there like a minimum amount of activity you can have on a weekly basis for you to feel good? Like, let's say, because you said you have a treadmill at home. So are you doing something every day, or is it minimum 5 days a week? Is it?
I think I like to do workout 3 or 4 times a week. I come to the gym 3 times a week, and I try to do running maybe once a week. And then on the weekends, I'll take my baby going to parks and or going on hikes. I try to accumulate maybe 10,000 steps a day on the weekends at least. Yeah.
Awesome. What advice would you give for someone that maybe will claim, I don't have enough time for exercise?
I think exercise is, I need to know what's the reason why like they don't have time for exercise. I think exercise it's a lot of people, they do exercise just to lose weight, but I think it has so much more benefit than losing weight. I do exercise often because I want to stay healthy. I want to stay energetic. Yeah, so if you exercise regularly, it can definitely build up your energy level, and it helps boost your immune system as well as helping lose weight.
Awesome. And then do you have a least favorite exercise at the gym?
Oh, least favorite?
Is there something where it's like you see this and I'm not going to show up that day?
I hesitate on the days that you guys have burpees.
Awesome. And then on the contrary, what's your favorite thing to do what's your favorite movement or thing that we do at Reason?
I prior to coming to the gym, I had a really weak upper body. So I like anything that can help me
rest.
Like boost up my like the muscles on my. I like doing the variation of toes to bar and the pull up. I still can't do both that exercise yet, but I like those variations.
Awesome. And it's just a fun little question to kind of end it out. And unless there's anything else that you want to share. What is your go-to? First of all, do you eat snacks at all? And if so,
snacks.
Okay, here we go. You're foodie. That's right. What is your, twofold. What is your go-to snack food? Like your something that you delight in that maybe healthy or not. And then what's something that you like to snack on that you know is a little bit better for you?
So the first question is,
what's just like a snack that you like that regardless of health, like it could be a bad snack, but like you just love it. And then one that's maybe healthier that you like.
Chips.
There we go.
Yeah.
We got to get specific. I'm a chip fan too. What kind of chips?
Korean chips.
Oh, Korean chips.
Yeah, in H Mart. Like they make really great chips, especially the one honey, what's that called? Honey butter chip with yellow package.
This is a potato chip?
Yeah, it's a potato chip. But honey butter flavor.
It's a sweet
crispy, chip? A little bit sweet, a little bit salty. It's so good. It smells really good too. Oh, honey garlic butter.
Ooh, that sounds good. Honey garlic butter.
Yeah, I love these. But something healthy, fruit. I love all kinds of fruit. Watermelon, mandarin, apple, cherry, strawberry.
Awesome.
I like all these.
Awesome. And then this is last question, just kind of help you to project where you are now into the future. You've had so much success in the past 7 months. What do you want to see in the next 7 months? What have you struggled with most currently or recently? And then what are your current goals? Where do you want to be in 7 months?
Yeah, I think consistency is what I'm struggling, especially with a kid and with a full-time job. So it's hard to commit to like come to the gym at like a regular basis. Some weeks I come 3 times a week. Some weeks I come even 1 or twice a week. So I want to improve on that. And also for body fat, I want to accumulatively lose 10 pounds of body fat in the next couple months.
Awesome. You're doing a great job. And
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here with us today. People are going to really get a lot out of this. And yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe and share, guys.
Follow us on Instagram at Finding Reason Podcast. Talk to you guys soon.